welcome to another U.S. Open 5K tennis discussion. Today is Wednesday, August 28th.
Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
Let's go.
You know what? Yeah, there's a lot of matches. So today is Thursday, August 28th, 2019, and we are on show
number 118.
118.
Slacking.
Yes. I'm not slacking. I was looking at the wrong page. That's why.
You better give me that in Spanish right quick.
Hola y bienvenido a otra discusión de US Open de 5K Tenis. Hoy es agosto 28 de 2019 y estamos en el programa 118.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get down. Let's get into this. Sorry, my contact was a little dry. I feel like I got a raisin in my left eye.
29.
How do you say raisin in your left eye in Spanish?
29.
All right, so round two action, and this is going to be kind of a rapid round two synopsis, I guess you could say, as we were a little backed up from yesterday with the rainfall in New York. So we're going to move right into today's show. Round two has been going on nicely today, and I know we've played a lot of tennis, Carla, and we've had Dave Rains come in from Cincinnati. What's up, Dave Rains? So we hope to have a show with us maybe Saturday night if all works out well.
Yes, we're planning on Saturday.
So we're trying to drag Dave Rains in on the show. Let's go. So we hope to do that Saturday. We'll play it by ear. No
See,
pressure.
Dave, I messed up. It's okay. You just keep going.
No pressure. You just stumble through it. Just get it done.
Just get it done.
It's all
just
good.
Say, oops.
Sometimes you deliver a... What did I say? I'll say the four-letter word this time. Sometimes you deliver a crap product and you just keep plodding along. You'll be all right. Let's go.
Yes.
All right, so real quickly, I want to start out today's show with a really quick fantasy team recap. I know a lot of you do not play, but a lot of us do play. So round two is almost complete. I think there's a couple matches ongoing. I think Cilic still has to play, which some of us have.
Danielle Collins is playing against Wozniacki,
Wozniacki.
but no one picked
I don't
them.
think anybody has her. And there's a couple of other...
Golf, Babos, but no one picked them either.
Well, I think one or two people have golf, actually.
They do? Okay.
But anyway, I'm going to announce the top three players right now, given that Kyrgios won. I think the only one that's withstanding to etch in stone, these are the top three, is Marin Cilic. So if Marin Cilic wins or loses, these three will still be big time in the lead. Number one, George Thomas. George Thomas is actually undefeated. George Thomas has a really quite nice team. And if George Thomas, I think he has Cilic. Hold this real quick. I should have been more prepared. George Thomas, yes, he has Cilic, but as long as Cilic wins, he will remain undefeated.
Wow.
However, in second place is JMP 1966, who is not undefeated. However, if Cilic wins for him, let me check that one real quick. Yes, if Cilic wins for him, I'll get that in a second. See, I threw my pencil, but that's all good. But if Cilic wins and Verdasco wins, and I think Verdasco was in a third set with Chung, but if Cilic and Verdasco wins, even though JMP 1966 is not undefeated, then he'll pull in the lead with 51 points. So George Thomas, Cilic wins, he'll have 50 points.
Now, are we giving just first place or second
First
place?
and second place.
First and second place.
Top two finishers in the fantasy team, top two win. Top two are getting YTEX shirt or a 5K tennis shirt. We have a couple YTEX jackets or two sets of YTEX strings. Your choice. Top two win, okay? So right now, George is undefeated. However, as long as Verdasco and Cilic win, JMP 1966 will carry a 1-point lead because he played so many players that were seated in the top 20, which were giving him extra points. Whereas George Thomas only utilized one less than bare maximum for the 1-point players. In third place, yours truly. Let's go! Boom! That's right! That's what I'm talking about.
Why are you getting so happy?
So
I mean,
get
like, it's
down.
not like you're going to win a prize.
I know that, but
you already have a shirt in many colors.
So I still like to compete. What's up, Igor, with the black? Let's go. Shoot. Using the dark side of the force right here.
You are dark side.
So as long as Cilic win, then yes, boom. Then I will have 46 points. So as long as Cilic and Verdasco win tonight, we have 50 points, 51 points, and 46 points. After that, it gets quite dismal until the upper 30s. So these three guys, especially this one dude that plans to win, because I got Ostapenko and none of you do, And I think Ostapenko might make a final, and none of you do, but that's okay. That's okay. And I got Dimitrov. All you Dimitrov haters, stuck with him long enough. Gotta get my dividends right here. Dividends. Yes. All right. With that said, I do have to dismiss 5 people from competition.
Oops.
I have to do a dismissal. Okay. So I'm gonna let the dismissals be shown, and how this kind of pans out. All right. So here's the first dismissal. This would come to curling tennis. There's too many zeros in there, bro. I think he's got like 5 zeros, a couple 2s. He's washed up. All right, curling tennis is out. Casper, a.k.a. Denseville, who won this competition, I think it was French Open, I think, or maybe the Australian Open. And
He won the French Open, yeah.
I think
and the Australian.
I think he's abroad in like Asia now, but he won one of these, but just did awful on this one. Bear Wharton, what's up out there, Bear? Yeah, I think you had dead last on that one. You had a whole lot of zeros. You gotta go. Gotta go. See you, Bear. I love you, though. Dave Raines. Woo! Dave Raines did really bad.
All our friends.
I mean, yeah. He had Tsitsipas, Fritz, Edmund, Tiafoe, Halep, Muguruza, McNally, Venus, and Davis all gone. I don't know. Bear up here had Thiem, Struff, Pierre, Halep, Muguruza, Siniakova, Georgie, and Buskova. The only kind of crazy thing about that one is most of his lost in the very first round.
Oh, wow.
But Dave Raines, you did pretty bad, too. Aid Carnes, by the way, I pulled this one late today. He had a decent team, but a lot of first-round losses. He lost Alexandrova, Swiatek, Muguruza, Azarenka, Opelka, Tiafoe, Edmund, and Tsitsipas. And when you look at things like that, and you got people like George Thomas, JMP 1966, and me with only 1 or 2 down and a whole lot of 2-point players left, you have to pull those because it's like number crunching. It took me like 2 hours to crunch the numbers to this point, and I still may have made an error, but I don't think so. I did it like 27 times. Those players are gone. Best of luck at the Australian Open. We will do it again. Moving forward. The tennis racket giveaway. I know a lot of you were playing the tennis racket giveaway, and we had the first competitor go down today because Petra Kvitova lost.
Ouch.
I'm sure Dusan Dramakanin was really excited about that deal. Then, however, Halep lost, which took curling tennis out. Took Dave Raines, gone. Took JMP 66 out. So JMP 66 is out of the tennis racket giveaway, which again is this Yonex V-Core 97 Dual G, freshly strung with YTEX strings. I think it's Pro Tour Black. I have to look in my file and make sure. However, these 4 people squandered a good opportunity. I'm kidding. You played well, valiantly. Halep let you down. I did not see that coming of Townsend beating Halep. We'll get into that. But here's how this works. So I'll show you my sheet, how I scratched them off. Say bye-bye to the following people. Jack Nolte just lost 1 player. He's still in. Curling tennis, gone. Okay. Dave Raines, adios, muchacho. Dusan Dramakanin.
Dusan.
See ya, Dusan. Okay. JMP 1966, you're still on fantasy. But the tennis racket's out of reach. But valiant effort, all right? Anyway, so that's that. Number crunching done. I got a big headache in a way doing all those numbers. Had to pay attention too long. So let's go. Let's jump right into the show, Carla. Let's jump right into.
We'll start yesterday's matches. Well, we'll start some. There were a lot of second round matches, but there were some that were supposed to be played yesterday, but it rained. So we'll start with those first. Donna Vekic moves on. She beats Kai Kanepi in 2 sets, so she will be, we'll talk about that later, but she moves on, and she will, actually we'll keep talking about it.
Because she's fixing to play Putin Saber.
She's fixing to, Sabalenka out, folks. She is out. I'm laughing because he always picks the wannabe Xena Princess Warrior.
Wait a minute.
Potty mouth.
So now you nickname my girl. You're nicknaming my girl?
Everybody names her Xena Princess Warrior. She doesn't look anything like Xena Princess Warrior, number 1.
Didn't Xena the Princess Warrior
she's from New Zealand.
But is she still alive?
Of course she is.
No, that was China. Sorry, I got too confused.
6376. I said yesterday, if you watch yesterday's show, that Potty Mouth Putin Saber will take out Sabalenka with her funky hairstyle. Glad that happened.
Who do you think will win between Putintseva and Vekic, though?
I think that
when they face
Putinseva's got her hands full with Vekic. Vekic is aggressive. She's a fighter. She will give it back to Putintseva. I think Vekic will win that match.
I do as well, though. I agree with you there. I'm looking for an opportunity to disagree with you today after you named my girl Sabalenka Xena the Princess Warrior. But nonetheless, I'm agreeing with you there. I think Vekic wins this match. I think it will be close. It won't be an upset if Putintseva wins, though, but I think Vekic wins.
Going back to, we'll start at the top. Osaka, Naomi Osaka goes through today to against Magda Linette from Poland, 6-2, 6-4. She looked more like Osaka today. So she's on to the third round, and we're actually waiting for Coco Gauff and Babos to finish their match. They're on the third set right now.
I think from a media standpoint, the Gauff-Osaka match would sell a lot more tickets. I do think, though, that no matter who wins between Gauff or Babos, they will succumb to Osaka, and Osaka will move comfortably into round 4. That's just my inclination.
I agree with you there. Another player that moved on today is Kontaveit. Annette Kontaveit, the 21 seed, beat Tomljanovic from Australia in 3 sets and will face the 13th seed Belinda Bencic from Switzerland, who defeated Alice Cornet in 3 sets as well. I think that'll be a good match. I think I have Kontaveit in that match in my picks. I'm pretty sure.
Look, that's a blockbuster match. This is one of the early round. No, well, it's not too early anymore. It's third round. So I mean, it's semi-early, first week. This is a blockbuster match. I will be watching this match. I really hope that out of the 7 channels that we get to watch these matches on, I see this one.
They haven't shown many matches, honestly. They kind of stuck to the... I didn't really get to watch many of the women play today because of that. They didn't show Sabalenka and Parimat Putintseva. We didn't get to see that match.
Yeah,
unless you have Tennis Channel Plus.
Yeah, sorry. We're not in that elite category of plussers. But nonetheless,
you gotta get the plus.
Gotta get that plus.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, though, Kontaveit and Bencic, both of us, Carla, have watched these two since their very first years on tour. I like them both. I don't have a favorite here. I wish that to be a really good match. That's a coin toss. I would not put money on that match.
Another seed that goes through today is Julia Gorgas, the 26th seed, beats De Lorenzi, Francesca USA De Lorenzi, the former college player, in 2 sets, and she will face the veteran Kiki Bertens, the 17th from Netherlands, that took out Anastasia, another veteran from Russia, Pavlyuchenkova, in 2 sets. I will give the upper hand to Bertens in this one. I don't. Her serve might fail her, but she's a lot stronger than Gorgas, in my opinion.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head here. Except I'm gonna go with Gerges in this match, only for the exact word that you just said.
The serve.
The serve.
I don't know how Kiki Bertens got so far in professional tennis.
Yeah.
She doesn't pronate. Her serve, her whole racket is flat.
I don't
right
know.
Here.
I don't know. Chris, can you help me with this one? Can you put the camera? I don't know if I can get this very well, so you can understand.
You might hit the fan.
I'll try not to reach here, but it's okay. So I have my son's going to try to help so it doesn't get too blurry. But when we serve in tennis, we want to get the toss up, and we want to have our energy going up. We want to be able to get our hand going up so we can go up and pronate the racket and wrist up and over the ball. Bow. Elevating, taking energy up and into the court. Bertens does that in a sense, but she doesn't go really up that far because her racket and elbow is dropped so far behind her back. So when she begins to serve, she gets here and kind of flops her arm down on her back and then kind of flops up and over.
Well, it's completely flat. It's like this.
Yeah, so she's not getting up there, tossing and going snap with the fully extended arm up top. So she's not reaching as high as she could because her racket's flat back on her back. Now, again, I mean, I tip my hat to her because she's, top 5 in the world?
7, yeah.
And she's made it happen. However, I think sometimes we make metaphors. If Serena Williams was playing, some male, she could stand her ground because she's got a big serve. I'm not saying that Bertens does not have a big serve, but watching her serve, it makes me want to step on the court and just punish it so she can understand that if she would not flop back like this, if she would get up there and go reach up and get after it, I think she would be much more devastating. I'm surprised there's no coaches that talk about that. Anyway.
But some people don't like dealing with serves, though.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. But I'm going to go with Gerges here only because of Bertens' floppy serve.
Simona Halep, the 4C, goes down to the American player lefty Townsend. Taylor Townsend for the USA in 3 sets. Are we all shocked by this?
Kind of.
I am. Against Taylor Townsend?
Yeah, sorry, I have a dry contact from this fan.
Very shocking, actually. I had Wildlife One send me a message that it seems like Simona Halep was not able to handle a serve and volley or Townsend coming into the net at all. That she seems to be a player that just runs and hits the ball. And I've said this for a long time. She pretty much runs everything down and just hits it back.
Yeah, when we Carla, you and I left to go teach a couple lessons this afternoon.
She was up. First.
No, actually, they were just walking out into the court because we just watched Taylor Townsend talk about her opportunity to play and how she was going to play. And we left, and then Dave Raines from Cincinnati, who's here.
No, she was up. I remember because 6-2, she won the first set. She was up. I thought she was going to win it.
All I know is we were coaching. Dave Raines came out and said, "Hey, Halep's down in the third set." That's the first I heard of it. But maybe you saw something I didn't. But yes, I'm shocked about it for sure. And I think that Townsend, moving forward, I think her fitness, and again, you've heard me hound on Townsend for a year and a half since we've been doing this. I like the girl. I like her personality. I think she's a fine player. But when you have to get through 7 matches and fight against some of the fittest people in the world, okay, you went deep into 3 sets with Halep. Now here we go. We got Cersei. Okay, she could win that, but will she be tired? And then what's she going to have? Vekic or Putintseva, or eventually Osaka, Kontaveit, or Bencic?
Before she gets through
or
that.
Andreescu or Ostapenko. I mean...
Yeah, and mentioning your girl, Sorana Cersei from Romania beats his girl, the one that he is in love with, Aliona Bosova, in 3 sets. So she's gone.
So
the tattoo girl's gone.
So I have three favorite girls, and one of them is Aryna Sabalenka, one is Aliona Bosova,
bye-bye,
and the other one is Anna Kalinskaya.
Bye-bye.
And all of them lost.
Bye-bye.
But you know what? My ex-girl, Petkovic, won. So, keep it going. Sup, Petkovic? Sup? You will dance for me this year? What? She might have grown out of that, but I say bring it back. Bring it back. Let's go.
Don't dance because you can't dance.
I didn't say I could, but that's why I like Petkovic, because I can just watch her dance.
You can't dance at all.
It's all right.
Currently, right now,
you see this?
Number 19 seed Carolina Wozniacki is facing Danielle Collins. Danielle Collins won the first at 6-4. Wozniacki comes back 6-3, and Wozniacki serving at 5-4, serving for the match. They just started.
Well, in women's tennis, that's irrelevant of who's serving for the match.
Especially Wozniacki serve. So we'll see what happens there.
Keep your eye on that.
We watched Bianca Andreescu in her real outfit. Not the outfit that we showed, but her real outfit didn't look bad on her. She had a lot of tape in her legs, everywhere. Thigh, inner thigh, knee.
I like how you're talking about, the one we didn't show on the show pointing over here. I like how you deflected that over here.
It's true. The one that we showed on the show, that was not the outfit she was wearing. She looked nice. She played against a veteran, Flipkins. She looked in shape in that outfit, much better for her body. She beat her in 2 sets pretty convincingly. She looked good.
I think that Andreescu will not have a tough time if she plays Collins.
No.
I think,
either one.
I think, though, Andreescu may have a more difficult time with Wozniacki, only because Wozniacki can be extremely patient, and sometimes younger players,
she's not the same Wozniacki she used to be.
We'll see, though. I think if Wozniacki gets through here, Andreescu will have a very defensive battle. Wozniacki will play very, very defensive for a while, and I think she may have a tough time with the pushing balls with Wozniacki. Just saying.
The cat didn't agree with you. An American player, Christy Ann, the girl who wanted to go back to work, had decided to go back to work from 9 to 5. Well, she moves on to the next round, beats Anna Kalinskaya from Russia in 2 sets. Good for her.
Number one, I like the lyrics of the song. I'm working 9 to 5. Who sang that?
You know what this shows me, though? I don't know who sings that, but this shows me that Stevens was not on her game. This is what I'm talking about. Here's a player that beats a top seed, eliminates the top seed, but then she can't capitalize in the next round.
It happens.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time. Furthermore, look who she's fixing to face.
Ostapenko. I was telling my daughter, just watch it because she has the same type of hair. I don't like her game, but I said just watch her. She looks kind of like you. She took out Allison Risk in 2 sets. Moves on. Good for her. She hasn't had a good year, so she can move on to the 4th round.
Not only has Ostapenko not had a good year, she hasn't had basically really much of any type of year since U.S. Open last year, or was it the year before? She made a semifinal or a final of U.S. Open. I think it was a semifinal 2 years ago, maybe. she's just fallen right off with the likes of Kazatkina, but Ostapenko won a major. I've stood by Ostapenko for a while and talked about her since the French Open when she won it in 2017, but since day one on the show. And I've always stood by her, and I hope big things for her. Now, you tell me what? Tell me that Ostapenko's not going to be the favorite or the heavy favorite to beat on. And then Pekovic, she would be the heavy favorite there. Then tell me who she's going to face: Townsend or Sursti or Andreescu or Wozniacki.
Yeah, Wozniacki just won, so Andreescu will be facing Wozniacki.
Yeah, and Wozniacki did win. Okay, let me jot that in there. So that
I think Andreescu will be tough for anybody here on this segment.
Yeah,
honestly, I think.
You got a pen or no?
Yes, I do. I think actually for me, Andreescu, this just opened up for Andreescu with Halep going out. She's a shoe-in to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that Wozniacki-Andreescu match is going to be one to watch, in my opinion. I love that. I do love the Bencic-Kontaveit match as well. Ostapenko, though, I think will end up squaring off against Andreescu, and I think that'll be a firecracker match.
And looking at this whole draw, to me, Osaka, why I picked her to go to the finals, she will make it to the finals, unless Andreescu can do something and stop her. But I think Osaka will have a great draw now. Looking at this, Pekovic out, Muguruza out, Stevens out, Halep out, Sabalenka out. Great draw now.
Bolsova out, Kalinskaya out.
They didn't matter. Those girls never mattered.
Pekovic still in.
Osaka is a shoe-in for me to go to the finals.
All right, second sheet.
All right, let's go to Diana Yastremska. Will face Lavina. She got to finish her match.
Interesting match there.
I think, yes, this will be you got one that's from Ukraine. Yastremska is also from Ukraine as well. So we have two girls from Ukraine.
As we push through the sheet, keep a track. We always talk about how the women's side has been more exciting than the men's side for the past few tournaments or past few majors. So we've already mentioned out 3 blockbuster matches: Kontaveit, Bencic, Andreescu, Wozniacki, and now we have Svitolina Yastremska. And a lot of you have Yastremska on your fantasy teams, by the way. Yes. The next match is another blockbuster.
The next one I want to watch is Madison Keys against Sophia Kenin, who took out Siegmund. This will be an exciting match to me. If Keys can get through this, then I have her going all the way to the quarters. But I think Kenin will be tough for her.
That's going to be a great match. That's another match. It's a coin tosser there. I think I would give the slight edge to Keys because she's been here before, at least to a final. Lost to Stevens, if I remember correctly. When was that? Last year, the year before? Year before?
The year before.
I'm going to give the edge there to Keys. As long as Keys is dialed in and it's not hitting 20 unforced errors, then she'll win.
Johanna Konta takes out Margarita Gasparin from Russia, 6-1, 6-0. Very quick match. And Shuai Zhang from China takes out Ekaterina Alexandrova from Russia. So it'll be Zhang and Konta. To me, this is a toss-up match, honestly.
A couple you have Zhang on your fantasy teams.
Yes.
I didn't expect to see that coming. I tell you what, though, Konta is back. She's for the French Open. She made what, semifinal or final?
Semifinal.
Wimbledon. She doesn't make too much noise, but she's back. That's another great match right there. So check number 4 or 5th. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockbuster matches. Next one.
Karolina Pliskova will face Ons Jabeur. So this is open for Karolina Pliskova. She really shouldn't lose this match. Ons Jabeur just beat Sasnovich, and Pliskova beat Bokvatsi. So Pliskova, this is really open for her. And even if whoever came through, Konta's Zhang, still open for her to make it to the quarters. It gets tougher in the quarters for her.
Pliskova should sail here. Sometimes she starts slow. She doesn't get really off, just kind of dead square in her mind, as she says so even Steven all the time. But she eventually gets fired up at some point. Pliskova should win. I think Pliskova will beat either Konta or Zhang. I think that Pliskova has a really good chance at the semifinal here.
By the way, I forgot to mention, best outfit again was, to me, Osaka. She had a different outfit, same style. It was black and white. Love the outfit. Great outfit.
Yeah, she looks classy right now.
Yes, she does.
She looks a little bit more calm on the court. We gave her a hard time as she was young and aspiring before she won her first major. And I think she's beginning to settle in. And she looks pretty good at this point.
The blockbuster match was last night. I watched this match and I became a fan of Katie McNally, who played against Serena, won the first set, and Serena came back, winning the next 2 sets. This girl reminded me, Serena won that match. This girl reminded me a lot of Kim Clijsters. She was powerful. She volleyed, serving volley, something we don't really see a lot. She stepped into her shots, the angles, her legs. Strong girl. Mother is a coach at Ohio University. Her brother plays as well. I mean, just wonderful to see this girl. It's great to see American tennis, honestly. Serena had to really dig deep in this one. She had to keep pressure on the young 17-year-old who had nothing to lose last night.
Serena was in trouble there for a minute. The girl won the first set 7-5. It was 2-2 in the second, and I was like, hold on. And I think if I had to jump, I guess, into her mind for a second and try to figure out what happened there, I think she may have saw the finish line, young McNally, and says, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to cruise to the finish line in a second, ease the throttle back a little bit, and got steamrolled. It happens. Moving forward, the better player won. McNally looks great. I've been asked today by a couple different people in passing, not here and not here, but our friends and family members and other people that we know that we coach. Who do I like better? Who do I like better, Coco Gauff or McNally? You know, that's a good question.
I like McNally much better. She's a lot more powerful to me. A lot more.
Well, I
has a better serve. I don't think that Coco Gauff has faced quite the opponents that were like. I don't think she would have been able to handle Serena. She handled Mummy Venus, but not.
Well, see, this is where, Carla, because of time, I would disagree with you completely. Lest we not forget that Coco Gauff's 15, McNally's 17.
15 and 17 is not big of a
difference. There's still 2 years of difference there.
That's not a big difference. We've seen.
So you're going to tell me 2 years of tennis lessons don't make any difference?
No, we don't know what age they started.
Doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
It does matter.
All right. I have a feeling you're going to get just destroyed by everyone.
I think I had a couple of viewers that agree that they were more impressed with McNally.
Coco Gauff just made a semifinal of Wimbledon? And you see McNally get beat.
I'm not saying
she gets halfway through a second round.
I'm not saying that
halfway through a second round, and you're like, she's great. I don't get that.
First of all, they're friends. 1, 2, great for American tennis. We've got a lot of girls. Who's saying that Coco Gauff is bad?
How can you say that you like McNally better than someone 2 years younger that's been to the semifinal?
How can you
Wimbledon?
say that Sabalenka's going to win another slam before Osaka?
But I just messaged you with Sabalenka because I know you get jealous of Sabalenka.
I don't get jealous of Sabalenka.
I know you get jealous of.
That's idiotic.
But you don't know. You get no. I just messed with you about Sabalenka. But Coco Gauff is better.
How many of you
just saw this girl?
I've seen her before at Cincinnati.
When you okay, but look, you just see this girl going to the second round.
Justin, stick to your other stuff, please.
It doesn't make any sense.
How many of you think they're both great? No one's taking anything
I said who's better.
Right now, I think the 17.
Who do you like better moving forward?
I like both of them, but I like.
You just said
to me,
McNally.
I found her game coming into the net. I don't know. I like that.
Jeez, sometimes you like.
First of all, you talk about how serving volley's dead. Here's a girl that serves a volley. And you can't.
She did it like twice in the whole match.
She did a lot. Just like Andreas, who can drop shot and everything, but you don't support her. You support some dumb butt like Sabalenka, who has no variety.
Man, sometimes you just lose me. Just lose me.
So he complains about Andreescu, but he roots for someone like Sabalenka, who has no variety.
Because I know it gets under her skin.
Anyways, it doesn't get under my skin. How would that get under my skin? A tennis player is a tennis player. Many girls can hit the ball. Sharapova can hit the ball. But that's it.
Just do one thing. Say, let's go, McNally. Let's go.
Anyways, let's go to the next one.
Jeez. We see one match halfway through a second round. She's like, go, McNally.
You could tell she's a fighter. Did you not like the fight in her?
All right, well, I say go Nadal. Not Nadal. Go Nadal. Let's go.
Anyways.
Who's better, Nadal or McNally? Same thing happened.
McNally's
Someone
better.
wins the first set, they drop 2 more. They're the best thing since sliced bread.
I never said she's better than sliced bread. I said the girl's powerful.
Let's go.
He's ridiculous. Anyway, Sue Shea, the 29th seed, goes down to Carolina Muchova in 3 sets. So I think one person had Muchova, if I'm not mistaken.
Someone does have Muchova on fantasy team.
And she will face Serena Williams.
This will be the last semi, because the McNally took a set, semi-easy match for, I don't want to say easy, this could still be difficult. So Muchova can play. But I think the match after that, where Serena's going to have, Serena's going to have to match up between whoever wins between Petra Martic and Sevastova, that's going to be a difficult match for Serena. That's where it gets tough.
Petra Martic will face Anastasia Sevastova. You said Swiatek would win, and I told you the veteran would take out Swiatek, would take out the youngster, and she did. And will face Martic. She's feisty, and that's why I like her. When you guys listen to our picks, listen to me, because really, he just talks a lot of...
You just talked about McNally. What are you talking about?
He talks a lot of poo-poo. Anyway, so Sevastova and Martic will face off each other. Who do you give the head-to-head here? I give it to Sevastova. I think she.
Martic. I'll go with Martic. The court's playing slow. Martic is better on slower surfaces.
But Sevastova has variety, so slow doesn't matter to her.
Martic wins that match.
I think Sevastova will win in 3.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay. Anyways, Kristina Mladenovic goes down to Fiona Ferro from France. Never heard of this girl, but she takes out Mladenovic, who took out Kerber in 3 sets, and will face Qian Wang from China, the 18th seed, who defeated Alison Van Uybeck, and I think someone has Wang in also.
Someone has Wang as well on fantasy teams. Good pick there. The next up, by the way, let me go ahead and mention Sakari. See, this is another girl. Can I say something without you talking anything?
No.
Because this is what I'm talking.
Did he not make fun of Sakari back foot hit?
I made fun of the way she hits the ball. She hits the ball like this, off her back foot. I did that.
But I didn't even come up with this nickname. I never talked bad about Sakari. You did. You said that she could barely move. But now you're like a fan?
No, it's not that. Now she's flipping the script on everybody. No.
B-Dog, I know you agree with it. He's so wishy-washy, please.
There's a difference here between a player that I think is a really good tennis player and one that I think is she's a good athlete. So I say I like Sabalenka. So I say I like Bolsova. So I say I like Kalinskaya.
You said Bolsova was in better shape than Andreescu, and that was laughable.
When Sakari comes on TV, she turns the channel.
That's not true.
Basically.
I turn on the channel for him. You're such a liar. On top of that you're a liar about her
okay, we have different channels. She's playing, she walks down and Racin's like, look at
I enjoy watching certain players. Sakari's not one player I enjoy watching. And I wasn't a fan of Barty, who she's facing now, but I become a fan because I think she knows how to think in the court. And that's what you want to see in a champion. Someone that can think. Not can only hit a ball late, but think out there. And so Barty and Sakari will face each other. And I give Barty the upper hand in this one.
I think it will be a good match. I agree with you there.
Anyways, you talk cocktail, so I don't listen to
Barty, I think, will win, but it will be a good match.
I think it will be a good match as well.
All right, so look, real quickly, I lost count, but we had something along the lines of like 9 or 10 blockbuster matches set up on the women's side. Now,
Barty and Sakari would be a good match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's another good match.
There's a lot of them.
Sevastova, Martic, another good match.
So on the men's side, let's kind of blow through it in a sense.
Okay, well, Djokovic. We know Djokovic won last night, even with his injury, shoulder injury. A lot of you guys said that you were worried about his shoulder injury. Honestly, I don't believe it until I see the next few rounds. I think he was hurt, but I don't think he's badly hurt as I guess it looks like on TV. He will face Denis Kudla from the USA, who took out Dusan Lajovic from Serbia in 4 sets. I think Djokovic should steamroll through Kudla in 3 sets, honestly.
I'll take anyone's action on the Kudla-Djokovic match. I do not think Djokovic will lose more than 9 games. 6-3, 6-3, 6-3 at worst. If anyone thinks that will be not the case, then I'll take the hideous bet. Carlos said I couldn't dance. I can throw down.
He can't dance.
Shoot, I'm
Spanish. Trust me, he can't
What are you
dance.
going to do, the salsa?
He can't dance.
But wait a minute, hold on. Dennis Kudla beat a very, very good player and Lajovic, by the way. So great for Dennis Kudla. He's been through the ups and downs. I think Kudla won a junior Wimbledon, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was a U.S., or maybe both even. So good for him to be here, but he will get trounced by Djokovic.
I think so too. We watched Stan the Man, Wawrinka, the 23 seed. I laughed through his whole interview because you could do his talk really well.
Well, I know him right here, and how does the crowd? They always respect me really well, and I really like to play here, and everybody treats me so well. So I hope everybody just watches my match and play good, and we do what we have to do.
Yeah.
I love Wawrinka, but I think the crowd likes him even more. Because of his interviews. He's a really good guy.
He's a good guy.
Wawrinka, and I was just totally playing. I'm a huge Wawrinka fan.
I'm a huge fan.
A beautiful game. A beautiful.
If he were ever a coach and I could afford it, I'd be like, come teach my kids.
Well, you have to
one-handed backhand.
We can't forget about some personal woes and that stuff. But that doesn't have to do.
I think he already paid the price.
But I really do like when I really try to come out and I really try to do it.
But I like Wawrinka a lot. Wawrinka will steamroll Paolo.
But good for Lorenzi.
Lorenzi, yeah.
He took out Kecmanovic another in 5 sets. So if he's had 2 5-setters, I think Wawrinka will take him out in 3 sets.
I always call Paolo Bug-Eye Lorenzi. Boom!
Another match that happened last night, I saw that it was 3rd set tiebreaker. I turned it off. I told Justin, Opelka is done. He can barely walk. Dominic Kopfer from Germany takes him out in 3 sets and will face Nicholas Baishvili, who took out the American Jensen Brooksby in 4 sets. I give this match to Baishvili.
Yeah, obviously. But furthermore, Basilashvili and Wawrinka both can, and we know, can be dangerous. I think Wawrinka is a threat to Djokovic. I think Basilashvili is a threat on a really perfect day at the office to Wawrinka. But we'll see. Look at Feliciano that just got through to a 3rd round, by the way. The veteran Lopez, who I know we both like a lot.
Took out Nishioka, yeah.
Lopez is a tenured veteran, and I worry in a sense about Medvedev's fitness today after he cramped so much.
Yeah.
I think that Feliciano Lopez and Medvedev will be a good match, and not a blockbuster match at this point in the women's draw. I mentioned like 3 or 4 women's blockbuster matches already. We know that Wawrinka Lorenzi, Djokovic Kula, Kupfer Basilashvili, Lopez Medvedev, it's going to be an okay match, but not big time. But look, Lopez could win that.
Yeah,
he could win that.
I think so. Especially the way Medvedev looked today. I mean, God, he looked terrible.
So bounce on Federer Evans.
Federer and Evans. He's faced Evans before. Evans giving him a good battle at Wimbledon.
And I like Evans. He's a fighter.
Evans has nothing to lose, so I think Federer needs to watch out for him.
Is it a blockbuster match?
No.
Is it a big time match?
No.
Now, granted, I'll watch it closely. Evans has been through his personal woes and ups and downs and suspensions and back, and he can fight too. Federer doesn't look great either. So maybe it is.
I think Federer will surprise.
Maybe it is a big match because Federer doesn't look that good. But still, I would rather be watching Bencic and Kontaveit. That's all I'm saying.
Pablo Carreño Busta will face Davigo Finn.
Good match.
Good match.
Blockbuster match though. Goffin.
Carreño Busta took out Berenkis, so. Yeah,
and Goffin, he's been around and had some really kind of quirky injuries, so hopefully he wins the match. I like both players, but again, is it a blockbuster? I'd still rather be watching Andreescu and Wozniacki.
Dimitrov will face off Makrushak.
The Poland qualifier. Lucky loser.
Who beat Cuevas today. That should be interesting. I haven't seen any of his matches.
Blockbuster match?
No.
I mean, look, great story for the lucky loser. By the way, there's 2 people that do fantasy teams with us that selected Milos Raonic for their fantasy teams, didn't get their switch in time, and landed with him. And now Mashrzak, if I pronounced that correctly.
Well, I broke it down and I listened to it. It says Makrushak.
Those 2 players, and I think one of them, JMP 1966, that's competing for the throne here. He has him, so he's been given 4 points by a guy he didn't even mean to pick. But I think Dimitrov rolls into the 4th round, and I think Dimitrov has a great shot at a quarterfinal, or maybe even farther because of what's left for Dimitrov. Merzhak, De Minaur, and Nishikori. I think
De Minaur takes out Christian Garin from Chile.
Yeah, he got a chance.
Definitely has a chance.
He's got a chance. Dimitrov could finally reap some dividend. Now, look, I have 2 players that almost no one else has: Ostapenko and Dimitrov. I think 1 or 2 people have Dimitrov. But
you're the only one that has Dimitrov.
I think there's one more, maybe not. But I have Ostapenko and Dimitrov. If those players can go deep, I very well could walk away with the crown. Just saying, beware, be warned. All right, other side. So really no blockbuster matches, though, that have overcome some of the women's.
Rublev moves on. He won the first set 6-2, and Simone retires from the match. And this will be a great match. This will be a blockbuster match. Nick Kyrgios moves on as well, beats Antoine Huang. And he wins in 3 sets. I think this will be a great match to watch. I will watch this.
That's a match I will watch. Again, I think right now Nadal better beware for Kyrgios, by the way. As well, someone in here, by the way, caught me by a little bit of surprise, and that is Matteo Berrettini, the Italian player. And someone did select him on our fantasy teams and is the only one to have selected him.
I think that was Barbara who picked him.
I'll tell you, but that's another good match. Not blockbuster.
Berrettini will face Papapirin, Alexei Papapirin from Australia, who defeated Kukushkin.
Hitchhiker picked Berrettini.
Okay.
And Hitchhiker has a shot. If Berrettini does well, Hitchhiker gets a couple more round wins with Berrettini, he could do well.
All right. Gail Monfils beats Copil and will face off the Canadian Denise Shapovalov, who took out Laaksonen. So great opportunity for Shapovalov. I mean, I didn't expect him to do well. I thought he was done this year. Monfils, his head has to be right, so we'll see what happens.
I think Monfils moves forward.
That'll be a good match to watch.
I look, Svitolina's still rocking it. You know, I mean, Monfils, they got good energy. It seems he has no reason to lose to Shapovalov, in my opinion. I think Monfils is the better athlete as long as he's healthy. I think Monfils is the better tennis player currently. So it sounds like a win-win cookbook to me. Monfils should roll.
Pablo Andujar will face off Bublik, who took out Fabiano. Andujar takes out Sonego. I really don't know who to pick there.
I mean, I'm going to go with Andujar. I don't know much about Bublik. Just in all honesty, comment on that. I've heard the name for a while. It seems like a while, and I don't want to exaggerate on that. But
You're talking super fast.
Definitely heard the name. But Andujar, I'm going to give the edge to.
Edmund. Yes, he took out Edmund. Alexander Zverev goes to another 5-setter against Tiafoe. This was not a good match. Francis Tiafoe take a lot of breaks in between. This was up and down, 5 sets. Zverev should have closed this out in 3 sets, honestly.
Agree totally. The whole forehand thing with Tiafoe is again, we talked about this before. I won't beat a dead horse. But when you're hitting forehands, it's nice to have the handle down, head up, and kind of get set for it. But Tiafoe, he starts his forehand. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like way down here. Khachanov does kind of the same type thing. But Tiafoe does it so I don't know. It's hard to explain.
He has to dig under.
Yeah, it's a really weird shot. And surely someone's mentioned that as well. I mean, am I wrong with that?
No, you're not.
It's very robotic, and Zverev should have won
in
much
3
sooner.
sets. Benoit Paire goes down to Bedin. Again, Benoit Paire has played a lot of tennis. Zverev will face Bedin. Here's a good opportunity for him to move into round 4, honestly. He shouldn't go to another 5 sets here.
Look, Zverev has a chance to make a quarterfinal at a major here.
He does because he's going to face either Diego Schwartzman or Tennis Sandgren, who just beat Papaselis.
Sandgren won that?
Yep.
Okay, good for him. Sandgren was picked by someone on our fantasy teams as well. I want to say it was Flora Moore, maybe. I'll have to check that out. But Zverev should roll through that. Hey, but much love to Sandgren here. He's a fighter too, right?
Yes.
He's been through some stuff too, right? We all do. Life's tough. Well, what did Plato say? Be kind, because everyone that you meet is fighting a tough battle. That will be a battle. I'm not going to say that's a blockbuster match. I will give the edge to Schwartzman there, though.
Yes, definitely. I mean, Schwartzman's creeped in quietly. John Isner takes out, which I was shocked. I thought Jan-Lennart Struff had a chance, but he took him out in 3 sets.
A lot of you guys and gals had Struff. Struff. I think so. I know, Carla, you had Struff. I thought it would be a closer match. Didn't Isner win it in straight sets?
He won in straight sets, yeah.
What happened with Verdasco, by the way?
He's still playing.
And Hyun Chung's still playing.
They're on the 5th set, but Verdasco's up 4-1.
Okay, so it looks like that JMP 66, as long as Cilic wins, then he'll be...
And Cilic has not played yet.
All right, so...
So then we've got Nadal, who had a walkover with Kokkinakis, did not have to even play, so his body's even more rested. Not unlike last year where he played a lot, and will face off either Verdasco or Chung. It looks like Verdasco. If Verdasco wins, I give Nadal the upper hand on that match.
Oh, yes, Flora Moore had Sandgren, just updating that. All right, so that's the end of the men's.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, Nadal is on the bottom half of the draw, but on the same bottom half of the draw at the top, we know that Tsitsipas gone and everyone else. Do you think, agree or disagree, that Kyrgios is the one to look out for, or is it someone like Zverev, Schwartzman, Isner, Shapovalov, Monfils, or Berrettini, or is it Kyrgios?
I think it's Kyrgios.
All right, everyone.
By the way, Coco Gauff wins another match.
Good for her.
Well, I knew she'd beat Bubbles. Bubbles.
Another 3-setter.
Yep.
There you go. My pencil point.
So now it'll be Gauff and
Gauff.
Osaka. Does Osaka have any pressure in this match facing
They play next?
They play next.
Another women's blockbuster match.
Does the 15-year-old feel a lot of pressure playing Osaka, last year's champion, or will Osaka feel the pressure? having to beat a 15-year-old.
You know, kind of a good short topic since the match just happened. Obviously, that wasn't written in. That's another.
I think Osaka will feel the pressure because a lot of people are going to look at her like, hey, you should beat her. You were last year's champion.
Look, I think this is a match that Osaka will win comfortably.
I think so too. I don't think that Goff has enough firepower to beat her.
3-4, 3-3.
Yeah,
maybe?
I think it'll be still entertaining though. We're watching two young players, one that's 21 and then one that's 15. You know?
What would be a more lopsided match? Osaka playing Goff or Djokovic playing Kudla? Who wins bigger? Djokovic?
Djokovic, yeah.
All right, so let's end this show. It's getting late, and we still have 5 kids to feed. And I smell her food cooking, and it smells great. After 280 shows, we've gotten timing dinner down with like the temperature, so it is ready when we get done. All right, question number 1. 12 rapid fire questions. Answer them quickly. Here we go. Carla, you ready?
Yes.
If you want to play along, answer quickly at home. Question number 1. All 3 of my girls lost today. Aryna Sabalenka, Alyona Bolsova, and Anna Kalinskaya. Out of these 3, though, who do you like the most?
Kalinskaya?
Question number 2. Will Nick Kyrgios win this U.S. Open?
No.
Question number 3. Are Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic still on a collision course to meet in the semifinals?
I don't think so this time.
How about Kyrgios and Nadal?
I think so, yes.
So Novak and Roger are not on a collision course.
I mean, looking at it, actually, Federer's draw is open. So, yeah, I still think they will face each other.
Okay, Federer, Novak, semi, and Nadal, Kyrgios, semi is your forecast. Question number 4. Taylor Townsend upset Simona Halep today. Will fitness play a big role moving forward, though, the rest of this tournament for Taylor Townsend?
Absolutely.
3 sets takes a lot out of you if you're not fit.
Yes.
Question number 5. Like Grigor Dimitrov, I have continued to stand by Helena Ostapenko and have them both once again on my fantasy team, respectively. Personally, I think Ostapenko could make a semifinal, maybe even a final. But who goes farther here, Ostapenko or Dimitrov?
Ostapenko.
They both could go equally as far. Question number 6, true or false? This lucky loser, Kamil Maszerzak from Poland, who took Ranic's spot, is a great story that shows how to make the most out of an opportunity in life.
Yes, absolutely. We've heard quite a few things, just like Flipkins, too. She was a lucky loser.
Flipkins has been around a very long time, though. I used to be, and still am, a big Flipkins fan.
Yes.
Flipkins can be tricky. Question number 7. When you think of the sport of tennis... All right, I have a beat. Chris, can you mind hitting that
just
stop button
start,
for me?
Start.
All right, sorry about that. Networking, 5 kids, that's how we roll. Let's go. Question number 7, okay? Question number 7. When you think of the sport of tennis, what is the first brand name you think of? Boom.
Nike.
What? 5K tennis.
Oh.
Then YTEX.
It shows you I'm tired.
Jeez.
Oh, I think you were talking about when you were talking about the sport of tennis.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we do.
Oh, I don't think 5K tennis. I wish, but no, not yet.
That's because we're so broke with it we can't pay attention?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
We're not that big yet, so.
Alright, anyway, I still think about it.
I don't know why you always say broke. I would never.
That's an old saying. You're so broke you can't pay attention? That's why you don't think of 5K. You thought of the billion-dollar industry, but not ours. That was my metaphor there. Anyway. Question number 8. Carla's favorite football team is the New York Giants. Mine is the San Francisco 49ers. Which team has the better chance of making the playoffs this year?
Giants, for sure.
Sup, B-Doggo 2? Let's go!
49ers who?
Question number 9. Ashley Barty versus Maria Zakari. Who wins?
Barty, are you serious? Are you really asking me that?
Just saying. Question number 10. Does Novak Djokovic win his 17th major here at the U.S. Open this year?
No.
Question number 11. Choose one. A super nice car, or B, save the money.
Save the money.
Go. Question number 12. Are you rattling paper or something? Making me nervous or something. What is that? You like writing notes and folding shit up like we're in class or something. Like you like in 6th grade finna pass a note. Do you need to pass a note to somebody?
Who's here?
I mean, do I need to be the teacher and pull up the note?
No.
Like,
I was just playing around with the paper.
I don't know. You seem pretty fidgety over there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Do you got something you want to share with the class? Huh? You want to share your note with the class?
There's no note.
Oh,
there.
there's a note.
It's just folded.
It would be crumple skill.
It's on my. When I was trying to spell that qualifier thing. My
Passing
push-up.
class.
There's nothing. It's
Passing
just my
notes
notes.
in class.
It's just my notes.
Just kidding. All right. We did number 11. Nice car, save the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 12. Who are you more impressed with, honestly? Coco Gauff or Kathy McNally?
I'm being Kathy McNally.
I'm still going with Coco Gauff. She's younger and she's been
I
deeper.
think she had the tougher.
She's younger
opponent.
and deeper.
She has had the tougher opponent. Sorry.
Okay, whatever.
There's nothing tougher than Serena Williams.
Yes, but at the same time,
At Wimbledon, she played a couple girls that don't know how to serve.
a couple. She made a semifinal. Isn't
She
that
played
5
her
matches she
sog,
won?
then she played Ryback.
Her sog's a beast.
No, she's not. Rybakarova. Come
Good
on.
player.
Now. Venus the Mummy. Come on, man.
Big win.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. That's it. Much love to all of you. It's late. We got a late start.
Yeah. But it's worth it.
I got a feeling she's gonna gripe at me when we get done for some reason.
No, I'm not.
I just kind of feel it.
It's because you're wearing black. It's the black.
The force. All right, see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much to YTEX as always for helping us with the fantasy team prize giveaways.
Some good matches tomorrow, by the way.
Big matches tomorrow.
Definitely fun matches.
No one can say that the women's side isn't more
They should get
blockbuster
paid
loaded
more.
than right now.
Yeah.
Thanks so much to all of you, our players box. Much love. Adios.
Adios.